Hey everybody, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I've got a Toro snowblower here in the shop that won't blow snow. What I'll be doing in this video here is showing you how to replace the auger belt. So what I've got here is a Toro PowerMax 826 OXE. This is one of their newer models. Now this machine here does not separate in half. It's all molded into one gigantic piece. Now the customer says we had snow one day, it was kind of slushy. He put the machine away. He did not clean the impeller housing down here. And that's the part right here where slush or snow will accumulate after you're done blowing snow. And if you put your machine away with some snow in there, it can melt. And then if it gets cold, it'll freeze and your impeller will be seized in the ice. And then when you go to use it, it's all seized. And if you keep pushing down the auger belt lever, it will actually burn the belt out. And I think this is what's happened with this machine here. So to get right into this repair video, the first thing I will do is remove the belt cover. There is a 3/8 bolt here and one on the other side. And I'll just remove them with my impact. And now the belt cover should easily come off. Now at this point I need to remove the belt keeper here. There are two bolts with a 1/2-inch head. Now what I'm going to do here is remove the belt from the pulley, just like that. And make sure you have the switch off on your machine before you remove the belt. And now what I'm going to do to finish the job is move the machine in the upward position here. This makes it so much easier to work on and you don't need to worry about the oil in the engine. The only thing that may leak is if you have the fuel tank filled to the top, there might be gas that will come out of the fuel cap here. So you might want to drain some gas if that's the case. Now I need to remove the two bolts here, and then there will be one on this side and the other side there. And they are a 3/8 head. Now the removal of the belt on this machine is not the easiest, and obviously this belt is no good. So the quickest way to get it out of here is to actually cut it and then just pull it out. It's going to save you a lot of aggravation. And here's the Toro part number for this machine, 120-3892. It's 1/2 inch by 41 inches, 0.125. If you can't get a hold of the Toro belt like this, you could always use a good Kevlar belt that is 1/2 inch by 41 inches. So as I mentioned earlier, this machine does not separate in half. So what you'll need to do is get your belt through here. And because of that, what I will do is insert the belt right through here. I'll show you that in a second. But to start off here, I've put a tie wrap on the auger lever to keep it firmly pressed down like that. And the reason I did that is because it'll keep this part here in all the way over there, and it will make it easier to get the belt on the pulley. So now what I need to do is get the belt right above this pulley here where my hand is. That's the impeller pulley. So what I'm going to do is insert the belt through here. It's a bit dark in there, that's why I've got the flashlight here. But you want to push in that belt as far back as you can. Then what you want to do is grab the belt back here, get it under this spring. And get it on the pulley here while you're at it. So now what I have to do is get that belt right under this part here and all the way there. And by having the auger lever down, what it's doing is it's keeping this part out of the way here. So now I got to get that belt under the part I just showed you here. So get it started like this. And now what I'm going to do is grab the belt from the front here. And now what I'll do is I'll pull from here while pushing the belt down here on the pulley. And this will all turn at the same time. There we go. Now if you look underneath here, you can see that the belt is on the pulley. And it's on the other side properly here as well. And what I'll do now is get it on the pulley here. And the way I'm going to get the belt on this pulley is by just starting it on the pulley like this and then pulling on the recoil. Now you can see it's on the pulley. And now I can cut the zip tie here. And now that's brought this pulley back so that I can get the belt right in front of it like that. This is how you want it. I'm going to have another look here. Everything looks good. Now I'm going to put the belly pan back on. Two bolts at the top, two at the bottom here. Now what I'll do is tighten them up at a very low torque setting with the impact and finish them off by hand. If you don't have an impact, you can just use your ratchet and a socket. And now I can bring the machine back down. Now what you want to do after you install the belt is put down the auger lever. It's going to put pressure on the belt. Now what you want to do while you hold the lever down is to check to see how tight that belt is. In this case, the belt is nice and tight and it's not going to slip on the pulley. So if I turn the engine over while holding the lever down, the belt is turning properly with the engine. And there's lots of tightness. And now I'm going to put the belt keeper back on. And then just tighten up the bolts. Now, one last thing before I put the cover on, if you had the auger lever down and your belt was still loose, what you can do is tighten up your cable. So what you would do in this case is you would loosen the 3/8 nut here, and then you would tighten up this part of the cable on the threads here, and what that would do is make your cable tighter, but also when you depress the lever, it'll put more pressure on your belt. If that doesn't work, what you can do is take the bolt off here and screw it into this hole over here so that the pulley goes further when you engage the auger belt, or the augers I mean. And what that will do is it will cause the pulley to be further out when you engage the augers, thus making the belt tighter. And once you have the belt on like this, just put the cover back on. And what I'll do here is screw in the bolts at the very lowest setting of the impact and then finish it off by hand. And then the other bolt goes right in this hole here. And again, I'll finish it off by hand. So what I'll do before I finish off the video here is start up the machine and make sure that the augers are turning properly with that new belt. So that went pretty well. Another thing I want to mention is if you have a problem with the augers always turning, then what you would do is you would loosen the cable down there. So by loosening the cable, it would make it a lot looser here, and it will actually stop the augers from always turning if you have that problem. So I hope that my video has helped you to fix your snowblower. If it has, please like the video and share it with your friends. Also, make sure to check out all my other snowblower repair videos. I have hundreds of them on my channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.